Hi, in this video we're going to show you that anybody can start buying properties, and we're going to tell you a little bit of our story so you can see that almost having no money, you can do it too. So subscribe and like, because if not, your next house will have 1970s carpet. Okay?
Yeah, and we started working minimum wage jobs, and now we have 9 Airbnbs. Hard work and grit is how we got here, and you could do it too.
So try to explain a little bit, when is it that you started actually thinking about buying properties?
Well, I was in the Army, and it was 2014. I was like an 18-year-old. My very first big check that I have saved up over the course of a couple of months in the Army. And I wanted to buy a house. And due to regulations on where it is you could buy a house, the bank told me no. Because I wanted to buy in Florida, and I was in Washington. And that's basically where it started.
Okay. So you were not allowed to buy because you were trying to stay in Florida with family, but you were in Washington.
Correct. Yeah. They want you to buy a certain amount of miles from where it is that you work.
And then we met each other, and you were very fixed on buying properties, which at that time I was a cashier and you were working. Well,
I didn't even have a job. Like, I came out of the Army with a car that I crashed and a bunch of credit card debt.
$140 a month, right?
Yeah.
To spend on.
Yeah.
That was managed by his mom.
My mom. Thank you, Mom.
So I was a cashier, and I would never think in my wildest dreams that I could own a property or buy, however it was. Doing a little bit of college, trying to see if I could have a good breakthrough through studying, getting a good job, so later on I can do my own business. In your case, you wanted to do your own business from the start and not necessarily go and study.
That's right. And I remember when you were studying for your IT, your computer science. Was it computer science?
I changed it so many times.
It doesn't matter. We opened the cleaning company. You remember that? And we're like, get the cleaning company. We're going to make some money. We're going to buy real estate.
Yeah, that was so true.
Yeah.
I was trying to get any business.
Yeah.
So I Googled it, and he just touched the computer with what is it? Your fat finger?
Fat toe.
Your fat toe. So I just Googled, like, what's the cheapest business that you can get in, and it was cleaning. So regardless, I was not doing the fanciest job. I was a cashier, so I just started doing the cleaning. I hate cleaning, but I knew that I wanted to have my own business. So I started, and I did a little bit of fake internship that you suggested me to do.
I remember.
In a company.
Yeah. I told you, go to the first company that you could find and tell them you'll work for free.
Yeah, but I had to say that it was for school, because if not, they're going to think that I was crazy.
Yeah, or stealing their business.
Yeah, so I was literally just... I told them that I wanted to do it for school, and just so I can learn a little bit of the ins and outs and the important things about a cleaning company. Then when I told the actual owner my real reasons, which it was to learn of how to run that business, she said, oh, well, guess what? I actually subcontract other cleaning companies. So that's how I got 3 contracts that were very good, because in 1 week I was almost doing the same as a cashier, but I still had those 2 jobs.
Yeah, I remember. I think we were making like $1,100 a month clean after we paid for some of the cleaning supplies, the gas, and it wasn't too bad. We started.
Yeah, it was good.
Hard work for sure, and that's how we saved up enough for half of a down payment.
Oh no, but then what happened was that once you started getting a little bit in touch with lenders, because our goal was to buy a property for rent as investing. You started getting in touch with lenders, and they were saying, "Oh, your cleaning company, no good.
Yeah,
we're not going to."
Yeah, I needed 2 years history, blah blah.
On that income. So I remember that one day you came in and you said you need to get a W-2 job, and I'm like, "What do you mean? I have my cleaning company now. I have to. All my hopes and dreams are broken."
Yeah.
Because now I am kind of not forced, but that's something that we needed to do to buy quickly, to not wait the 2 years of that company's history. So that's what I did. I went and I found another job that was, and you also said go and get a job that was paying a little bit more, which at that time I was like, it was not something nice.
Do you remember what you were getting? It was like 13 or 12 an hour.
As a cashier?
No. Once you went to like the W-2 job, at the cashier, you weren't making too bad. You know, we were.
What do you mean?
Our rent was like $400.
No. I was making as a cashier $10 an hour. When you said go and get yourself a higher paying job, I found one for 14.
Was it 14?
Believe.
Yeah.
And then the boss, after a week, he was like, "Oh, you're too expensive. I gotta pay you 12." So
he redid that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was doing a lot of hours. I was doing more than 8 hours a day.
Ah, okay. Oh.
And he just opened the business. So whatever. So I got that job, and in that way, you were.
I just got a job with trucking, and I was working for what we call over here La Escuelita, which is like the school for trucking, and I just hauled asphalt, and they paid me a solid $14 an hour as well.
There goes the toe again.
So, but that's how we did it. She did her job, I did my job, we saved up everything, and then we found the first property. It was a duplex. We needed X amount of money, which was like, I believe $8,000 or $10,000, and we didn't have all of it. So my mom gifted us, that we paid back within 3 years because it took us a long time. But she gifted us around $4,000 or $5,000, and that's how we got started. The very first deal was like that, you know.
And she didn't gift it to. Well, yeah.
Yeah, she did. We paid it back in 3 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
But that first property is what gave us the experience, what gave us the fear of starting go away, right? Because the first one is the hardest.
And it was falling down.
It was rotten.
Every time that we would bring somebody, they would say, you just destroy your life.
Yeah.
This is gonna fall tomorrow.
Yeah.
The front unit was a 2-1 that was already rented by some people.
Yeah.
And the back was a studio that was completely illegal.
Completely trashed too.
It was powered by a, what is
extension
it? An
cord.
extension cord.
Yeah.
And somehow we managed to ask for money to remodel the whole place.
I put it on a credit card.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
And it was like 15,000, right?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
We wanted to do it all through documents with the city. The city was taking too long. They were not helping us at all. We did it through our own means.
That's a very loud plane.
And and yeah, the thing is that for the first house, I think it took us like some months to really break the fear of buying something, because it's always scary, and you always think that this house is going to be forever, and it's never forever.
Even your forever home is not forever. My parents, their home that they bought in 2006 and they ended up selling in 2021, I thought was their forever home. It wasn't. And they had it basically paid off.
So we bought this property. It was already rented. So I think we only needed to qualify for like, what is it?
So I believe the mortgage was like $1,400, and the rent coming in from the front unit was 4,000 or 1,450. But it was like a little bit more, right? Once we were paying the utilities and some of the expenses, we were coming out of pocket like $180. So as a deal, that's as good as it gets, because we went from a very cheap rent, but over here rent was like $900, and now we're paying $180, and we own the property. And that's how we really ended up saving for that second property. But it all starts with the first one. If you don't do the first one, how are you gonna get to the second one?
Then we got that one. One of the most important moments in my life is when I got cash, the rent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the very first month of rent, I actually told her to get it.
Yeah, and I knocked on the door, and these tenants, they were only paying cash. And I remember that they were counting the money in front of me. No, they gave me the whole pack of hundreds. And then I had to I wanted to count it in front, and they're like, yeah, count it in front of me. So I was counting it, and I couldn't just stop from like smiling.
Right.
Because I couldn't believe, like, I have not done anything special, and I'm getting $1,200. I don't have to be working for 8 hours.
Right.
And they get $80 for 8 hours of my time. I was literally not doing anything.
Right.
And they just gave me this money.
Yep.
Just because I took the decision of buying a property and giving them a place to stay. So that was definitely a life-changing moment, because it was like a before and after for me. It's not the same as thinking about it as actually living it.
Another thing is that when we first bought our properties, you were like 24. We were 24, and these people were older than us.
Yeah.
So we were like kids coming up. Hey, time to collect rent, you know? And that's like a huge wake-up call for us. And it's like a drug. How many more properties can we buy? It's like, we need 10 more. We need more.
Yeah. And then we managed very quickly to buy the second one, because we bought the correct first property, which we'll show in other videos.
Correct.
Yeah. But the second one, I think we bought it like 6 months after, right?
Yeah, we bought it. No, 11 months after.
11 months.
11 months after, and it only cost us, I think it was like $5,000 total. That's it. And then we had to fix it up, of course. But even the fixing up was like another $8,000. By the time we got our third one, that second one was an Airbnb, and it was just, giving us more cash flow. And then it compounded and compounded. And we got to 6 properties. Once the height of COVID happened, that properties were just skyrocketing in prices, we ended up selling the ones that we were like afraid that if houses ever went down, if rents ever went down, that we're gonna be stuck with this. So we just sold off the ones we thought were bad, and we kept the ones that we thought were good. And this is where we are now. We just have 2 properties right now. One's a 5-unit and the other one's a 2-unit. We manage Airbnbs for other people.
Yeah, we managed to bring my mom into the business as well, and she just got her first single family with guest house that she's also renting, and we're managing for her.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to show you that we all have different paths and different beginnings. And as long as you search for it, you're always gonna find it. So this business is beautiful. You do need to study. You can't just say, I'm just gonna buy whatever. Obviously, you have to know you had hours and hours of studying, not in a university, investigating what is it the correct thing that we needed to do to get where we are. And what was it, like in two or 3 years we quit our jobs? When is it that we quit?
I quit January of 2020.
Yeah, so that's like 2 or 3 years.
I think you quit February of 2020.
Yeah.
As soon as you saw that I quit, she's like, I ain't working anymore.
Yeah, if he's quitting, I'm quitting too.
But like, we had a full business. Airbnb is an actual business. It's not like a passive income. So it's like, it's an actual job.
But we were able to quit
Yeah.
And the first month was like, this is not real life. What do you mean? Everybody's working and I'm here at the house not doing anything, just walking around and having a good time.
Yeah.
And we have gone a lot busier, obviously, because we have more units. But I mean, it was definitely a life-changing situation. And thanks God that we still don't have to go back and work for somebody, because we do love our business. And we want to keep growing it. So I wanted to tell you this phrase, which is, I think it comes to this topic. If you don't deal with your problems today, they will deal with you tomorrow. So it's important to know that if you want to start the business, just start it as soon as possible. We're all gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
I think our mistakes, I always say, it's that we have sold properties. We did it for a reason, but it's still mistakes. And the quicker that you can go through those, take away that fear that you can have of the what ifs, is definitely going to be better. So
I think the biggest mistake someone can have is not starting though.
Yeah, it's not starting.
Yeah.
It's the fear is the worst part, and you can never make a decision with fear.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway since we started till now. All the decisions that we have made with fear are not good.
That is true.
So keep watching, subscribe. If you don't want to see that 1970s carpet, which we have had worse, we have had worse situations than just a carpet. I wish that our first house only had a 1970s carpet.
Oh yeah, I actually was able to, without a drill with my finger a screw into the side of the wall to put siding. Oh my God, that was so bad.
More stories coming up. Really funny stories, because we like old properties.
Yeah.
But stay tuned, subscribe and like, and I hope that this was motivational for you to start and investigate on how to get your first property.
Yeah, and tax the thumbs up button, or you're gonna get amateurized on the thumbs down button.